the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder,
they've been looking forward to this game and have to be anxious to tip it off. They've been pretty tight-lipped about the game plan coming in, but very soon we'll find out what approach they're going to take. And you often hear about the on-court intensity of some of the all-time greats, guys like Kobe and Jordan, but they'll tell you that Russell Westbrook has that same edge to his game. Guys, how does that work to his advantage?
He's always had the utmost confidence in himself. It bleeds out of him. You see the confidence. And in any question that you had about his leadership has been answered right now.
I agree with that. And one thing I like about his game is he looks for a way to take over the game from start to finish.
And he's made popular a new statistical category.
Which is?
Triple Russells.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I like that, Ernie. You got two of them, right?
I stole it from someone.
But that's okay. It sounds better coming out of your mouth.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
The starting lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. At shooting, Andre Gomes. At center, Steven Adams. At power forward, Carmelo Anthony. At the other forward position, Paul George. At the other guard position, Russell Westbrook. The head coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan.
It's interconference time for these Thunder as they come in as the visiting team. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We have two teams that love to score out of the post, but they need enough space, Brent, to do it. What's the strategy here?
Sometimes it's not just about the space, Kevin, but it's about the timing of the cuts. When a guy has a post-up opportunity, if the defense is looking at that post-up player, if you move at the right time, you can really create some incredible space for that guy, not only to score, but to sometimes find cutters who sneak behind the eyes of the defense.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Anthony is out there with Adams, and it's George in at the 3 slot.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Screen by Adams. Adams sets the pick for George. Over onto Tecumbo.
Always seems to be a secondary thought process for the shooter when Giannis is in the area. Definitely throwing some shots off right now.
The shot comes out. Great D that time from Westbrook. Here's Oklahoma City. Roberson the pass to George. Outside Westbrook. There's the pick. Adams with the screen on Middleton. Shot clock at 5. And here's Anthony for 3. Rebounded by Snell. And so it's Milwaukee with it. In the corner, Middleton with it. From outside, off the mark. On defense, Milwaukee. Outside, George. Screen by Adams. Adams sets the pick for George. Shoots from the high post. And it's George again missing. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to Robertson. Pass to George. Over Middleton. And it's George again missing.
I'm not sure if it's a bad start or unlucky here. 0 for 4. Can't think too much about it. Just got to get that first one to go.
Snell kicks to Tecumbo. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
And Antetokounmpo continues to improve from the mid-range area. He's got such a high release on his shot. Nobody's really going to touch it.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Screen by Adams. To stop the drought. Milwaukee with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Middleton the pass to Brogdon. Back to Middleton. This one for 3. Another miss by Middleton. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Roberson. The rebound by Middleton. And here's the break. Now the feed to Snell. Back to Middleton. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game.
See how skilled Middleton is. Ready to pull the trigger. And the defense is going to have to do better.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contest it.
So it's the Thunder now, searching for their first points of the game. Westbrook dishes to George. Screen by Adams. Pass to Westbrook. Fires for 3. Westbrook missing again.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
A lot of people look at Russell and think you roll the ball out, and with his athleticism and tenaciousness, he just takes it over. But the guy hits the film room. I mean, he studies up. He wants to know about his opponent. He wants to get better as a performer, get more consistent. So
Take a break.
There's a lot of work going
shots.
on behind the scenes with Russell Westbrook.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Westbrook in his watching of film, he isn't looking for what he's doing on the floor. Granny says he's gaining an understanding for everyone else.
I think that kind of approach is pretty heady, don't you, Kevin? The fact that Russell not only wants to improve himself, he wants to have a better understanding of every aspect of the game. That's his decision-making. That's where his teammates are finding success on the floor. Defensively, how teams are matching up with him. That's a lot to take in on top of the responsibilities he already has for this Oklahoma City team.
Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo over Anthony. And that one hits back iron.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Now here's Middleton. Antetokounmpo up top. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, I don't know how you deal with the length of Antetokounmpo. I mean, his name is long enough, and then you look at the body.
You know, watching Giannis and how he's able to score out there, he isn't really a consistent shooter from deep.
Well, I think what's fascinating, Kevin, is that he's dominating the game from basically around 16 feet into the rim. And with that kind of length, that's basically one step around the defender, and all of a sudden he's a threat to score or do some damage with the pass.
That free throw, no good.
And Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak, he's a very exciting player, continues to improve, and does a little bit of everything on a nightly basis.
No good on the second free throw. And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the three line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
Now, here's Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
With that lethal first step, Westbrook uses it to get an edge, and that helps draw the contact.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And that one falls for Westbrook. Now, Brent, the media and others have commented that while Westbrook is a gifted scorer, he isn't an efficient scorer. What do you think of that?
Well, Russell is surrounded by guys who are still trying to figure out exactly what they are supposed to be in the league. He's not going to wait around for them to figure it out on his watch. And so that's the delicate dance right now for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook trying to find a balance between leading the charge and putting a charge in his teammates.
Now here's Middleton. He kicks to Maker. Back to Middleton. The pass to Brogdon. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. Well, one thing the Thunder have always done well is control the glass. Good rebounding team.
Well, the Thunder are great candidates to end up near the top for both offensive and defensive rebounds, and it certainly helps when Russell Westbrook is tearing down over 10 boards a game. It's a complete effort with this ball club, and they have guys who are willing to stick their nose in there.
2 shots. Max on the first.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
You look up and down this Bucks roster, and you have to do that. Up and down and over and side to side. Just so much length with this team. Giannis is certainly the biggest name with the biggest wingspan, but guys like Thon Maker and Tony Snell defensively, they've got great reach as well. Yeah, this is where you might elect to pass out of the slump rather than shoot out of it.
Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Anthony with the defensive effort. Thunder trailing by 5. And George kicks to Westbrook. Anthony against Antetokounmpo. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Brent, it seems like the Bucks are always adding length to their team.
Well, when most teams have gone smaller with their lineups, Milwaukee, very curiously, has collected a lot of longer players that they think can go out and do a multitude of things to make their roster a little bit more futuristic.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. That's already his second foul in the first quarter.
And some changes here for the Bucks. John Henson's checked in for Thon Maker. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Tony Snell. And then for Oklahoma City, Patterson, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Felton in for Andre Robertson. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
And George kicks to Westbrook. Over Dellavedova. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, that's when his speed comes at you, and then he throws the ball out there with some length and is able to finish around you.
Antetokounmpo against George. The jump hook. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
That one good for 2. Now it's just a 3-point Bucks lead.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Yep, that one goes in there. Teletovic has got his first basket.
Great to see Teletovic work his way through the contact and still be able to score.
Felton kicks to Westbrook. And Henson sends it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Rogged in the pass to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Henson. Henson with the screen. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Westbrook. From 13, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Here's Dellavedova, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
Sometimes hard to figure out when Delly's going to shoot the floater or throw the lob. That time, he goes with the floater.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Thunder. Well, we don't have a chalkboard here to draw it up, but if you could explain it, what's your favorite inbounds play when you really need a bucket?
All right, Kevin, so the guy goes to the right, he comes off the down pick, and then on the backside you run the hammer and you dribble to the right side, you throw along the baseline, but you're looking for the 4-man on the slip, and also the 5-man's popping back for the jump shot. Got it?
I got it. I like the run the hammer. Run the hammer. Now, here's Grant. Over to Teletovic, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
That's a lot of hard work in the offseason for Jeremy Grant to become better at the mid-range, finding some footing there.
And Jeremy Grant, a member of the great Grant family line that has had so many NBA players.
Well, I played with his uncle Horace in Seattle, and the thing that I like about Grant is there's just nothing in terms of nonsense when he has the ball. It's straight line drives right to the rim, and he's coming down hard around the rim.
One shot.
And Grant no good on that one. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
Dellavedova with the ball. 5 points in the game. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Well, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
With Dellavedova on the team, he just seems, Brent, to be the perfect fit with the rest of the roster.
Well, Dellavedova the year before, Kevin, had one of the best catch-and-shoot percentages in the NBA. So if Giannis is getting any kind of added attention out there on the perimeter, having Delly spotted up, able to shoot the three, that helps out your offense a bit.
Paul George is checked in for Steven Adams.
One shot. Find the lanes.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And last season, injuries played a large part in what derailed the Bucks. Lost Middleton before the season started. Then, of course, Parker goes down. Brent, tough break for everyone.
Clearly no chance last year to get a glimpse of what this Milwaukee Buck team could be once they're full and once they're healthy. But they do have an opportunity, guys stronger and more improved and maybe a little bit more hungry to feed off that kind of success.
Feeds to Dellavedova. George against Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on George. Greg, the one thing about Patrick Patterson out of Kentucky, he is a smart basketball player.
Yeah, he's not the best rebounder or shot blocker, but the advanced stats love him, and he gets the job done at both ends of the floor.
That one is off. Brent, some incredible players have put on the jersey for the Bucks in their storied history. Do you have a favorite Bucks player who you always appreciated watching?
Well, I'll name 3, Kevin. First, Jack Sikma. Second, Sidney Moncrief. And third, Terry Cummings. Those were some of the more incredible offensive teams during the 1980s that do not get enough credit.
And the second free throw, good. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's George. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Patterson can't get it to go. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Dellavedova. Here's Teletovic. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Grant. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Screen by Grant, and George kicks to Felton. Stolen by Dellavedova. An even 3-on-3 break. Floats one, and Grant sends it back. Here's Aprinas. That 3 off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 10. Passes it to Dellavedova. Here's Vaughn. There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 6. Dellavedova kicks to Vaughn. Here's Henson. The rebound by Patterson. Thunder trailing by 10. Outside, Felton. There's the pick. Patterson, the screen. From deep, George. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say it might have toughened him up a little bit, that's for sure. Wow, 18? That is mind-boggling.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. On the wings, Abrinas and George. Patrick Patterson is out there with Grant. Then it's Felton in at the point guard. Now here's Antetokounmpo. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Antetokounmpo's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Bucks. Felton kicks to Grant. Dishes to George. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. George has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Vaughn. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by George.
Giannis is taking over this game. He is all over the place and very active on offense right now.
Outside, Felton. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
2 shots,
And Paul George kind of made it known of his desire to leave for LA after this season, but big risk for the Thunder to make that move and trade for him.
And for Paul George, who knows what the future holds for him, but Greg, he is a great fit, it would seem, for the Thunder.
Listen, you give the Thunder another star to pair with Westbrook, and they're taking a leap of faith here with George.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from George. Hey, Brent, as we move toward a more positionless league, versatility obviously is such a key. Who do you think are some of the more versatile centers in the game right now?
Well, I'm not going to put them in any particular order, but Anthony Davis playing a little bit more of the 5 is certainly a nightmare matchup. He's expanded his range to be able to shoot threes. Kristaps Porzingis represents basketball's version of a unicorn. Nobody knows what to make of that guy. DeMarcus Cousins, we see Karl Anthony Towns exploring his game in Minnesota and the versatility he has as a passing big that can shoot from range. And Joel Embiid in Philadelphia is raising all kinds of eyebrows, Kevin. I've just never seen somebody with that kind of size and that kind of mobility have such a soft touch from the three-point line. So the new evolutionized 5 position and revolutionized 5 position is in good shape.
That's a great list. Accurate with a jumper from the elbow. George has got 7 points in the game.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Now here is Dellavedova. He has 5. The shot by Wilson, no good. George against Middleton. The shot, no good.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Steps back and fires. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Abrinas. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Middleton dishes to Dellavedova. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Wilson. 6 to shoot. Here's the teardrop. And it's finished off inside by Dellavedova. He's got 7.
Well, for a guy who really struggles inside the three-point line, Dellavedova with a nice move there.
Screen by Grant. On the wing, George. No one near Felton as he lets it go. The Thunder with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
For 3, Middleton bangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Akers checked in for Milwaukee. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Then for the Thunder, Anthony's checked in for Grant. Andre Robertson comes in for Alex Abrinas. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Raymond Felton. Now here is George. He's got 7. Right wing, beyond the arc. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Patterson. And it's 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
Sometimes it's more about when Russell hits the 3. That time looking confident.
They set the pick. Snell, the pass to Brogdon. Right side, Wilson. And he banks in the layup.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
Here's Anthony after the basket by Milwaukee. Over Wilson. That one wide left. Maker kicks to Snell. And George, here we go. He scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Brogdon the pass to Maker. Back to Brogdon.
Block.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in.
Steve Adams.
Now here's Brogdon. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot's good by Middleton.
Middleton cashes in on the pick and roll, and that nice high release opens up a shooting window.
Westbrook kicks to Anthony. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Always am amazed at the consistency of what Carmelo Anthony and his ability to score the basketball has done. Averaged 20 points per game, even as a rookie, and no matter the situation, he definitely can carry a team with his scoring.
Two shots.
That free throw missing. And with Melo, the 20 points a game, his whole career is astounding. Given the length of the time he's played, Brent, it helps when you're the number 1 option, as he is on offense.
Well, Carmelo has been the number 1 option in any offense his whole life. He's going to go down as one of the NBA's greatest scorers of all time, and just a consistent threat you can rely upon night in and night out.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight. Thon Maker is one of the most intriguing players on this roster, without a doubt. As if they didn't have enough length already. Put the stretch. This guy puts the stretch in the term stretch 4. And interesting last year how Jason Kidd went to him during critical moments of their playoff series. So look out for Thon Maker to make some impact this year.
Two.
No good on that one. And Brent, as you said with Maker, he is a player who this team hopes to develop into a weapon in the post for him.
It was amazing last year because he played just about 25 games before the All-Star break kicked in. And then all of a sudden, the minutes went up, the production went up, the confidence went up, and people are thinking that Thon Maker is going to be a vital part to what the Bucks do in the future.
That one is no good. Thunder trailing by 11. Outside, George. Adams outside. Kicks to Anthony. Good on the three-point shot. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
A quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch-and-shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
Maker dishes to Middleton. Over George. And the Bucks miss again. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Anthony kicks to Westbrook. Over Wilson. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Anthony.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's the screen. Used the screen and took it all the way.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
That always energizes your teammates. They feel your imagination, get motivated, and helps you extend your lead as well.
Bucks leading by 8. Maker passes to Brogdon. There's the dish to Snell. Back to Brogdon. And there's the feed to Snell. 5 to shoot. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And now a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Robertson dishes to Adams. And Robertson kicks to Westbrook. Wilson against Anthony. The kick out to Westbrook. Good on the three-point shot. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Snell, the pass to Brogdon. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Charity stripe shot. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 9.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Outside, George. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Well, you could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Wilson. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Rashad Vaughn in for Tony Snell. And he gets the bucket. And now just a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
Brogdon the pass to Maker. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Westbrook. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Thunder trailing by 6. Outside, George. Screen by Adams. They set the pick. Westbrook kicks to Adams. George against Antetokounmpo. Again, Oklahoma City.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Here's Vaughn. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. He dishes it to Maker. It's stolen by Anthony. And Maker sends it back. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. For Oklahoma City, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. Brent, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Now here is Dellavedova. He's got 7. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Westbrook drives in, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Felton comes in for Russell Westbrook. There's 1:26 left to play here in the second quarter. Teletovic, the screen. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Felton kicks to Anthony. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Anthony.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
So Anthony nails both of them. And a bit of a bittersweet question for you, Brent. We know you spent so many years with the Sonics, who eventually were uprooted and became this Thunder team. How badly would you like to see Seattle hit a basketball team again?
I think it's the NBA's mission to get back to Seattle, and under Adam Silver, he's asked questions about the return to the Emerald City, and I think it's going to happen, Kevin. If it does, I'd love to be a part of what the organization does up there. I do miss the PNW. That's the Pacific Northwest.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
And here is Felton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Anthony down low. It's deflected. Three-pointer, Dellavedova, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. And so we wrap up the first half. The Bucks on top as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. That's Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. And boy, a pumped-up home crowd is behind us right now.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Antetokounmpo in this game has been everywhere.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could, and boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Well, it's one thing to drive, but it's another thing to drive and dunk. So let's see if he can keep that going here in the third.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Thunder trailing by 12. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Brogdon out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Maker, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 slot. Snell, the pass to Antetokounmpo. He kicks to Maker. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Maker. And that's 20 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And George kicks to Adams. Screen by Adams. Lob pass to George. Anthony dishes to George.
Well, when Paul George announced this summer that he intended to leave for the Lakers when the contract ran out, you knew what was coming. Even as a rental possibility, the suitors lined up, and eventually the price was paid, and now George finds himself in a Thunder uniform.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Paul George. And both free throws good for Paul George. Milwaukee leading by 12. Antetokounmpo passes to Maker. Brogdon with it. Adams defending. The shot by Brogdon, no good. And to many, the Thunder came out of nowhere to land George in that trade.
You know, most thought Cleveland or maybe Boston were the front runners for his services, but the Thunder snuck in and made their team a two-star squad once again. Very interesting to see how far the duo of Westbrook and George can go.
Now here's Middleton following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Brogdon with it. Westbrook picks him up. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Snell. And Roberson pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 12. Nine feet out. That one goes. Count it. Roberson's got his first points of the game. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. They set the pick. Here's Brogdon. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his third rebound on the night.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on Thon Maker.
Russell Westbrook, one of those players who's a walking triple-double at times, and he loves to pick up his points at the free throw line if possible.
Well, Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
And he makes the first.
And really turned a weakness into a strength tonight with some excellent work at the line.
And both free throws good for Westbrook.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Brogdon kicks to Maker. There's the pass to Snell. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Snell's got 6 points.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, Tony Snell getting a chance to play as a consistent starter last season. Again, a classic guy at the two-guard spot where you want him to defend and hit some threes, and he made the most of his chance last year with the Milwaukee Bucks.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And for Snell, with his usage and minutes going up, he responded with better efficiency as a player.
He was much better from deep and from the floor overall last year, Kevin, settling into the role as the off guard for the Bucks, and he just looked much more comfortable shooting the three.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from George.
And George just has that extra gear. Well, once he kicks into it, he is nearly impossible to stop.
Maker dishes to Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Maker.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Westbrook kicks to George. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
The awareness of Russell Westbrook to locate the open man and deliver a strike, something he's developing.
Here's Brogdon. Will not go. This is off the front iron. George passes to Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Brogdon. Back to George. He feeds it to Westbrook. 18 feet out. Rebounded by the Bucks. Maker's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's Brogdon on the wing. Westbrook with the steal. To the paint, here's Adams, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they double up on Antetokounmpo, and he gets the bucket. Maker's got 10.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And Roberson kicks to Anthony, and he's good on the three ball.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo over Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. George with no one around. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
The defense has no answer for him right now.
Bucks leading by 4. Brogdon kicks to Middleton. Now Brogdon. He's got 5. Back to Middleton. Right wing. Here's Snell. That's tipped.
Roberson out there to play defense. He excels at getting off the ground so quickly to get the block.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you. Defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Westbrook kicks to George. Adams with the screen on Middleton. Here's Anthony. Anthony missing again.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Here's Snell. He has 6. And the dunk by Maker.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
George against Middleton. Adams sets the pick for George. To the paint. And Maker sends it back. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Here's Brogdon, and it's sent back by George. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Brogdon. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Adams. Now here is Dellavedova. 12 points for him. Middleton the pass to Maker. Feeds it to Snell. Beyond the arc. And no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Robertson has it in the corner. Patterson, the screen. The kick out to Westbrook. And he's good on the 3 ball. Westbrook's got 21.
Well, the motor pushing the red line here for Westbrook. He doesn't seem to care whether he's wide open or being blanketed.
Back to Dellavedova. Passes it to Teletovic. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And that one drops for him. 14 points for Thon Maker.
Always take time to think about Jason Kidd and his career, having played against him in high school in the Bay Area in Oakland as he was a star of St. Joseph's. There's no question that back then he had the acumen and the intellect to be a coach. Was always that on the floor during his career and doing it now in Milwaukee.
Now Dellavedova after Westbrook's missed 3. Here's Snell. He's covered by Westbrook. Snell kicks to Teletovic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Westbrook. They get it again. Anthony dishes to Westbrook. George sets a screen for Westbrook. Over Dellavedova. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Henson's checked in for Thonmaker. And then for Oklahoma City, Grant, he's checked in for George. Alex Abrinas comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Milwaukee leading by 10. Dellavedova kicks to Teletovic. Dishes to Middleton. Pass to Dellavedova. Teletovic the screen. 6 to shoot. Henson. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Patterson, the screen. Felton kicks to Patterson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Patterson's got 6 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Middleton on the wing. Henson the pass to Middleton. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here. And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision-making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
One shot, gentlemen.
On the free throw, no good. And with Middleton and his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year.
Now, Melo operating in the mid-range, he does such a great job of finding open areas out there where he knows he can dominate.
Now here's Henson. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. He's got 14.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Felton kicks to Anthony. Patterson a screen on Teletovic. Off the pick. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Patterson.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Dellavedova dishes to Teletovic. Teletovic the screen. Snell kicks to Henson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Henson's got 4 points this quarter.
Now this is where he should operate. Henson has developed his skills, but has limited range.
Anthony, the pass to Grant. He's looking for Patterson and finds him, and he makes that one.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Snell dishes to Henson. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Dellavedova kicks to Henson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Henson's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Abrinas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Felton. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Dellavedova with the ball. 14 points for him. Teletovic the screen. Middleton for 3. No good that time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Bucks on top. They lead by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
One possession at a time. No offensive rebounds, and help and talk to each other on defense.
Defensive rebounding, a big emphasis for Coach Jason Kidd, and something he'll obviously continue to harp on.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you start giving it up on the offensive glass, very few good things are going to happen to your team, and that becomes really deflating.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So for Oklahoma City right now, Anthony is out there with Grant. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Felton. And it's Abrines in at the 2 spot. Now here's Anthony. And it's Grant in the corner. Patterson, the screen. Grant, the pass to Felton. Again, the miss by Felton.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
The Australian-born Matthew Dellavedova, another success story from the land down under.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Grant. Good on both. And Brent, when you hear Donovan on the sideline or in the huddle, it's clear how big a motivator he can be for his team. He certainly gets the most out of his players from the stars to the end of the bench.
One thing that Billy Donovan did in the early part of taking the job with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I remember it well, Kevin, I went to the UCLA campus where Billy Donovan had invited most of the roster for the Oklahoma City team, and he started to establish that trust in the off-season, being there for workouts, understanding the personalities of his team, and getting to know his guys. All of those things have reaped some incredible rewards in the early part of Billy Donovan's coaching career.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks.
Shooting 1.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by Felton. Releases from 15 and too long on the shot.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Fades back, and he comes up with the deuce. Milwaukee leading by 11. Dellavedova dishes to Antetokounmpo. And again, the Bucks miss.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Raymond Felton. 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That free throw, no good. And the Bucks making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And the Bucks with possession here. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Henson sets a screen for Brogdon. In the corner, Middleton with it. Puts up a three, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 5 assists tonight. Adams outside. Pass to Carmelo. Patterson a screen on Middleton. Here's Abrines, defended by Middleton. Patterson, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
At the line for the Thunder, Alex Abrines. Taking the shot.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First one falls for him. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so he hits both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Middleton. The feed to Dellavedova. Felton against Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Thon Maker's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. George is checked in. Thunder trailing by 11. Westbrook passes to Felton. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Screen by Adams. Anthony against Henson. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. High post. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Robertson's checked in.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup of the Thunder, Andre Roberson.
Henson with the screen. Brogdon kicks to Middleton. Down low. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Screen by Adams. Adams sets the pick for Anthony. Back to Robertson. Fires from deep. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Tony Snell's checked in for Henson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
He's not doing his team any good by taking shots from that range.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of shot helps with is your opponent's chance of winning.
And it's Westbrook missing.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
There's the screen, and they double up on Antetokounmpo. Basket counts. 16 points for Thon Maker.
What a beautiful play. Giannis so mobile coming off the pick. And did I mention long?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Westbrook. Kicks it to Robertson. Screen by Adams. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Robertson.
Well, Adams is like a brick wall out there on those screens. A great job of sacrificing his body there.
Here's Maker. He dishes it to Middleton. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And last season, Chris Middleton, Brent, missing most of the year with a torn hamstring.
Well, I don't think he ever quite really felt confident in what his body could provide for him last year, Kevin. And so tentative play, but a good sign for the Milwaukee Bucks that Chris Middleton will be a scoring option for them for sure.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
The versatility Middleton offers up is exceptional. A capable defender, a good scorer, an effective shooter. Those are the kind of switchblade players that coaches love.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Thunder trailing by 13. Here's Robertson. Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Maker. Here's Snell. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Yeah, he's been on his A game seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Westbrook dishes to George. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got 11 rebounds in the game. Snell, the pass to Brogdon. The Bucks working the ball around. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off and one stride gets by everybody.
Back to Westbrook. Anthony sets the pick for Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Brogdon. Back to Robertson. Screen by Adams. 4 on the clock. Robertson gets the bucket. Roberson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I like watching Robertson get involved in the offense, especially when he gets down there. Nice soft touch down on the inside.
Snell kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's a good screen. Westbrook against Brogdon. To the inside, Maker. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 6th assist on the night. Thunder trailing by 17. Outside Westbrook. He kicks to George. And it's George again missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Brogdon against Westbrook. Now here's Brogdon. Guarded closely. And that one drops. So it's the Thunder now. 19-point game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Jumper off the screen, and it's Adams on the follow.
Adams, such a physical presence out there on the glass. This is how he gets a lot of his points.
To the inside, it's stolen by Adams. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by the Bucks. Maker's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Snell dishes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton, a screen on Anthony. Middleton with it. Westbrook picks him up. 5 on the clock. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Thunder trailing by 19. Westbrook passes to Carmelo. Screen by Adams. Adams sets the pick for George. And there's the pass to Adams. Westbrook against Brogdon. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, he hasn't been able to get to the line as much as he did in that first half. Credit the defense for making the adjustment.
Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
Two.
Free throw good, Westbrook. So he gets them both. Now here's Brogdon. He feeds it to Snell. Here's the screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
Thunder trailing by 17. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Thon Maker.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Screen by Adams. Here's George. Rebounded by the Bucks. Maker's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Snell kicks to Maker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
At the line for your Bucks, Thon Maker. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Thunder trailing by 19. And here's George. Screen by Adams. Brogdon against Westbrook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
It's so subtle, but what an effective up fake from Westbrook there. The defender couldn't help but take a bite.
Russell Westbrook. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Milwaukee leading by 17. Outside, Antetokounmpo, and they double up Antetokounmpo. He gets that one. And it's now 22 points for Thon Maker.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned, playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Now here's Anthony. Adams with the screen on Brogdon. Anthony can't hit. Milwaukee has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Middleton against George. Middleton dishes to Maker. Clock at 6. And they double up Antetokounmpo. That's a 2 from Snell. The Thunder pull it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Thon Maker.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after Chris Middleton missed from long range. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Here's Adams. Misses from close range. Now, Antetokounmpo. Here's Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
Here's George. Misses off the right iron. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.